Canada Part 2.
Part dos.
How you feel about it?
It's been 2 years.
You've already got your Tim Hortons.
I already got my Tim Hortons, my U.S. Tim Hortons. I gotta have something for the Canadians when they cross the border to shop.
There's Peace Bridge, Cathy Brown. We're back at the scene of the crime.
We are.
Where you had to really pee.
Yeah.
2 years ago in this very spot.
Oh my God, it was the worst feeling ever.
And unlike that 2 years ago, we were running on like less than a quarter of a tank of gas.
In 1,000 feet, continue straight to stay on
Coming
Peace
into
Bridge.
Canada. This time I got a full tank.
Very concerning circumstances the last time.
But now I have to turn off our phones because we're about to enter a different country.
Continue straight to stay on Peace Bridge, then you will arrive at your destination.
What you got?
I got some moose head. That's what you call it. That's what they call you on the streets, ain't it? Moosehead McGee.
Okay.
So we went to Canada recently, and I recorded a lot of stuff, but there wasn't a lot of stuff that I did with us talking. It was more just, random shots of things, and I ended up recording just too much odds and ends to really put in a video because it would just be a big mess of everything, and it would be uninteresting, I think. So I'm gonna take some choice stuff that we did, pictures, a few pictures, and a few videos, and we kind of put them into context.
So we're gonna start with the food that we ate. Anytime we travel, we like to go eat crazy, interesting, local food that we can't eat while we're at home.
This was the Korean restaurant we went to. I got some type of spicy pork dish, and it was good.
I love Korean food. I grew up taking martial arts, so was introduced to Korean food at an early age, and I love kimchi, which is spoiled cabbage, marinated spoiled cabbage, if you didn't know. And I especially love it in soup form. So we got to try this new restaurant in London called Ozen. Over the years, I've made some friends in Canada. We went out to eat with them at a place called Captain's Boil. And tell us about your experience.
They boil everything in a bag, and then you have to put on gloves and a bib to eat. And that's what it comes out like, looking like. I had shrimp, and it might be hard to tell, but there's a potato in there. It was really good. Cajun boiled shrimp. It was really good.
And even though I had a simple lobster roll and fries, I was still encouraged to wear a bib in case there was splatter. I went to this epic dessert place called Dimitri's Cafe. They have a pretty extensive menu with lots of options. I got the Belgian waffle with ice cream, cinnamon apples. My sister got the Belgian waffle with strawberries and bananas and chocolate.
So we went to this one shop. Was it the Blue Cardinal? Something like that? Blue Bird?
No.
It was, yeah, I think it was just like a shop, like a touristy shop.
Oh,
but
the Blue Elephant.
Blue Elephant. I was looking at all the hot sauces, and I thought these were very funny.
Sphincter Shrinker is my favorite.
Sphincter Shrinker is the best. I like Anal Angst. I recorded a bunch of them. This Pain. It's just called Pain. You want 95% pain, 100% pain? We got you pain. And then this Extreme. There's a few more sauces. These were just called Sudden Death. But they're all death. Ultra Death, Original Death, Sweet Death, Jalapeno Death. Found something else that I thought was funny. We went to the St. Lawrence market and we got some crepes.
I had never had crepes before.
They're like a tortilla pancake.
Yep, and you can have sweet or savory. I got a savory crate.
Yeah, it's chicken and eggs, broccoli. Yeah, I did a lot of shots of the St. Lawrence Market. Just of the variety of meats and stuff that they had around. And bread, different types of bread. It was very busy. I had to keep the camera really low just to not be all up in people's faces. Some cookies. What'd you think?
Cookies.
Some sausage. There's an octopus. Not live octopus, but octopus. Some giant ass crab legs. They're the size of my arm.
Whoa, those are humongous.
A whole crab. What you think about a crab?
They're kind of cute.
So this is the first barcade that we went to in Toronto. It's called Tilt, the barcade. And I didn't bring my camera with me, but I took some pictures with my phone. And these are the pinball machines that they had available. You can see the Addams Family there.
Which is my favorite.
Yeah, the Lost World was pretty cool. This was the stairway down to where their bathrooms were at, and it was covered with sales flyers for arcade machines. My favorite one is Bret Hart, right there, trying to give a side Russian leg sweep to a WrestleMania the arcade game. This was the other side of it. You see a Muhammad Ali arcade machine, a flyer for the Turtles arcade game. Tempest is awesome. You see the cocktail version in that picture too, and Crystal Castles is a beautiful arcade machine. They had these inserts in between the machines, and they all had these like spots where you put your drink at, and they were lit up, and that's the Tilt logo down there at the bottom, the little calculator screen looking thing.
It would make your drink glow.
Yep. This is the wall of NES games that they had. They had this cool little setup right next to the bar. Should have got a picture of that, but it had an old CRT and like an old couch and like an old entertainment system with a bunch of NES games in it. And the NES, I don't think it was actually running the NES. It was probably just running an emulator. But that had this big glass wall of NES games, and some of them are fairly rare. There's Mega Man 4 in there. This was the actual bar. I remember seeing this picture when we were looking up research place to go. This little kind of glow in the dark set they have, or it lights up with a black light. One of my favorite arcade machines. I love that logo, so I snapped a picture of it. Tapper is awesome. Cathy sucks at basketball. She got the ball stuck and no one can play anymore. Thanks, Cathy.
You're welcome.
So we also went to another bar.
Called Cabin Fever.
Cabin Fever. They had mostly pinball machines, mostly newer ones. They had, White Water. That one's from the vintage of pinball that I like a lot. These newer ones are kind of crazy. They had one back there in the smaller little corner. It was called Flight 2000. That was an older one too.
God, I love pinball. That's kind of my favorite thing.
They had a Walking Dead machine that was pretty popular with your brother. He kept playing it.
Oh, that one's too hard. I like The Walking Dead, but I don't like The Walking Dead pinball machine.
Yeah, White Water was my favorite one.
That one was also my favorite one.
I love the logo. It's hard to tell in the video, but the water at the top of the thing looked like it was moving. It was a cool little effect that they somehow pulled off in freaking 1989 or whatever this game came out. Yeah, freaking White Water was awesome.
It was awesome.
So the first game shop we went to in London, Ontario was called Game Cycle. And there was 2 locations there, and I only took some pictures at the one. But this was their, hey, it's expensive shelf. That box copy of Hurricanes in there was $800.
Is it even that good of a game?
I have no idea. Never even heard of it until I saw it right there. So this is also a Game Cycle. I thought this thing was cool. Just, what the fuck? Also, they have old Nintendo Power posters in the back there. Banjo-Kazooie and Star Fox Super Mario RPG. I like that a lot. I wish I had those posters. This was their case for not so expensive Super Nintendo and NES games. I did pick out River City Ransom out of there. Dude couldn't get it to work on an original NES, but I think the original NES was the problem, not the actual game. This is another game shop in Toronto. This dude had a personal collection of stuff that was not for sale, but it was all, I know it was all stupid expensive stuff. Jaguar, Sega Saturn, the freaking box of Knights, Japanese Saturn, a bunch of expensive NES games, all the Dragon Warrior games, Sega Master System and the Light Gun, 3DO, bunch of Sega CD games, one CDX, Sega Nomad, box hard to find Sega Genesis games like Contra Hardcore, an original Sega CD, a Master System 2, more Sega games, Valis 3, Streets of Rage 2, which I was on the lookout for, but I did find it at A&C Games, it was too expensive. Some boxed Super Nintendo games, ActRaiser, King of Dragons, Gold, N64, some Virtual Boy games, or at least one. Chameleon Twist 2 in the box. We have Chameleon Twist 2, but that looks shrink wrapped. I think all those are shrink wrapped actually. Super Famicom, some Famicom games. I saw Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom, Pocky and Rocky, Mega Man X2, Dragon Warrior 4, Sunset Riders, there's DuckTales 2, NES Max, Top Loader. You just had Pocky and Rocky 2, Zombie Nation is really expensive. Just about every Mega Man game boxed. Some PlayStation games, 2 Neo Geo Pocket Colors, a Super Graphics, which is hard to find, a boxed copy of Panic Restaurant, some boxed Neo Geo Pocket Color games, a signed Marvel vs. Capcom 2, some Game Boy games, Pokemon, a bunch of Pokemon.
Cathy Brown, what just happened?
I almost chopped my foot off trying to chop a piece of wood.
Went to Lake Huron.
Huron.
Went to Grand Bend, and it's right before they're about to shut down for the season, for the year really. It was incredibly windy.
Yeah, the wind was intense.
Look at those waves. Look at your shirt.
I know.
This might be hard to see. There's a bunch of wind turbines back there. I'm a terrible cameraman. How'd you feel about Lake Huron?
I've had better visits to Lake Huron.
Saw some public art next to the men's room.
Butts. Old people butts.
Oh yeah. It's part of the Beach House Mural Project. Your brother and sister cooked us breakfast one day at the cabin that we were staying at.
I like how you got me picking that piece of bacon up off of the floor and eating it.
I didn't even notice. Yeah, your sister cooked bacon.
And she cooked it the way I like it, nice and crispy.
And your brother made French toast.
He can flip French toast, and he's happy about it.
A lot of wood was chopped.
Yes. It was a little chilly at night, so we were trying to have a fire, and the wood needed to be chopped, and it was very entertaining to watch the wood get chopped.
Yeah, it was a slow process. Might have to put some of these videos up just raw of you playing Cranium.
Yeah, they're too good to be compiled into anything else.
Because you were making some weird noises.
Yeah, we played Cranium in the Dark?
Cranium After Dark? I can't remember.
Yeah, something like that. And
It was a lot of just charades style things. Did you think you were crazy?
I was driving that car and then turning around.
Why didn't your family become actors?
I don't know, my sister could have been in mine. A club in mine.
This was the Airbnb we stayed at in Toronto. It was an apartment building. It was very nice. It was big, it was spacious, concrete everything. A nice little balcony we could walk out onto, which is where I spent most of my time actually. Was out on the
Yeah,
balcony.
that was the best spot.
It overlooked a courtyard.
It was really, really loud since it was located in the center of downtown Toronto, and it was super loud at night with everybody walking and partying on their balconies. What's crazy is when you stand out there and you hear the traffic and everything, it kind of sounds like a waterfall.
Yeah, it's just noise everywhere.
But very well decorated space.
You have a mental illness.
Oh my god.
Drug addict.